Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Comedy Cellar Nightly Show, which will be soon be changing names when it comes to the fall in September. But nice to see everybody on this beautiful Tuesday evening, 6 o'clock, like clockwork. Me and Mike together again. We are so excited to be in the studio. Remember, this is a Comedy Cellar program. This is a show to promote the greatest comedy club in the country, the Comedy Cellar. Do you realize if you came this evening, if you were in New York City's West Village, you would be able to see Come to Papa. That's Tom Papa's live show. Sometimes he's been on our show before. He's terrific. It's his live show. It's like an old-fashioned radio show. I've been on it many times. It's super fun. Lots of good guests. If you were, that's at 7:25 tonight at the Village Underground, where my show is going to be on August 13th at 6 o'clock. But Thompson's at 7:25. Listen to this lineup at the Comedy Cellar. 7:25, Tom Papa at the Village Underground. At the McDougal Street, the original Comedy Cellar, Ryan Hamilton and David Tell on the 7:30 show.
Oh, wow.
7:35 show at the bar. I mean, this place is insane. Nick Griffin, Alon Gold is in town, and Sam Morrell. Not Alon Altman, our friend, but Alon Gold and Sam Morrell. These three shows packed with celebrities and your favorite comics are all going on at the same time. You got to get down here, the Comedy Cellar on 3rd Street and McDougal.
Get down here. It's sold out.
Well, yeah, listen, you can come on, you stand on the standby line. Otherwise, make a reservation. For instance, on August 13th, 6 o'clock, make sure you go online and make a reservation. Don't cost nothing. Just make the reservation. It's the most important thing you can do when you get down. You don't want to be put away by Outside Steve. He gets very uptight if you keep bothering him. I know, and I'm his best friend, and he's like, stop bothering me. So my favorite episode when you were on, oh, hi, Jay. My girlfriend likes to taste the community way. Oh, right. I'm sorry. Thank you. That's right. I was doing the Saturday Night Fever. Hey, Father, can I talk to you for a minute? Hey, Father, my girlfriend likes to taste the community wafers. Father, can I talk to you for a minute? Sorry, I got too excited. But, anyway,
now do it as Mario Basco.
The what?
Now do that same line as Mario Basco.
Hey, Father, can I talk to you for a minute? That's how you know it is. Can I talk to you for a minute? My girlfriend, well, I never had a real girlfriend, but the girlfriend I'm supposed to do in this bit, he likes to taste the community wafers. Fucking motherfucker. I swear I'll knife that kid. God damn, where's Artie? Where's Artie? Thank you, folks. And I'll tell you why that's extra funny in a second. Also, I just want to say in the Vegas show, Tom Rhodes still around. Haven't seen that guy in a long time.
Still?
Well, he left for not Australia, Amsterdam for years.
Like 20 years ago.
Well,
he's been back for a while.
That I know, but we were pretty close for a period of time, and then he moved away from me, and was like David Letterman there, and then came back. Anyway, let me introduce my guest today, I'm so happy she's here. She's a little nervous, but she's so cute. You obviously are going to have to talk into the mic, so you're going to have to move that closer to yourself. Please welcome everybody's favorite, Stacey Lang, everybody.
Hi.
Yeah, move it closer to you.
Closer?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you have to talk into the mic. No, I know you don't know. This, of course, is Artie Lang's sister, and you might be familiar with Artie Lang. He's a comedian from the 70s. No, I'm kidding.
I will for sure disappoint. But
No, you're adorable. So thank you for doing this. We've been friends for a long time. We enjoy each other's company a lot. I thought the reason why I'm having you on too, and definitely make sure you can move it closer.
Okay.
Move it closer to you. Move it around. Yeah. We just want to capture everything, all the gems you're going to say. But that's why, of course, she knows who Mario Bosco is because he used to be on Artie's podcast. We thought we were doing the podcast. What's happening? I mean, that kid is the worst. But
that kid's like almost 60 now.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, Jessica, where's Artie? You talked to Artie? This happened last December.
He was hosting a comedy show in Hoboken.
Oh, he was?
Yeah, I saw him maybe about a year ago.
He got really mad I didn't invite him. Jessica didn't invite me to his birthday party. It's just really funny when a kid who looks like he's 8 is saying, Jessica didn't invite. And it was last year.
Why didn't you invite him?
Are you nuts? Have you seen this kid? No, I don't know. I mean, we wanted to have a good time. Josh Banks says, as a huge Artie fan and a gay man, I find I
I effing
effing love Stacy.
Oh,
I hung out with him a bunch of times, and he always said we'd get along. That's cool, Josh.
oh, me and him.
This guy,
Artie
Josh,
always
yeah.
said that myself and we probably would.
Yeah. Oh, everybody's saying, Marcy's saying you're adorable.
Oh, thank you.
That's very nice. Everybody's really, really being nice.
I
Yeah.
hope.
So, and of course, Jay Santiago, I'm just like, listen, I could do that imitation all day. You know that one from Saturday Night. See, the best part about you being Artie's sister, you know all the gags
Of
we've been
course.
doing.
Yeah,
I was,
I love Saturday Night Fever.
and me too. And I'm like, this call really means a lot to me today. You don't understand. Like, it's incredible that you do this for me. Yeah, but Tony, you said you're going to call me later, right? You're definitely going to call me, right? Yeah, no, I'm definitely going to call you. I'm going to call you. Hey, Father, can I? I can't get enough of it. Tony, you're really good out there.
You could do that for the whole hour.
Oh, I could. That guy, Barry Miller, is one of my favorite actors of all time. He, very much like Artie, ran himself out of the business by, I think, telling Martin Scorsese to go fuck himself. This guy was in Saturday Night Fever. You probably don't even recognize him. He was in Saturday Night Fever, in which he was playing like kind of the loser, but got, obviously grew up with. He would never have been friends with those kids
Right.
if he had met them, without growing up from nursery school or kindergarten, whatever. And then he was in Fame, and he played Ralph Garcia, which was the tough Puerto Rican kid. Like
I do remember him from.
yeah, he was like the tough guy.
Yeah.
And then he also played a nerd in Peggy Sue Got Married. He played the scientist who, helped her go back into time. What's her name? The one that was hot and then became a transvestite in Friends. What's Kathleen Turner.
Kathleen.
I mean, she was this voluptuous. What's a cartoon? Jessica Rabbit. Roger Rabbit, and all that. And then she's playing a man who turned into a woman on Friends. I mean, just because her voice got low from smoking cigarettes, what you get. But yeah, Barry Miller, that was his name. Because I know, because his wife used to be a casting director at ABC, so she definitely knew Artie too. And she told us this story.
What's her name?
I don't know. So many years ago. But okay, let's just go before we begin. And let's talk now. First of all, you work at Steve Madden, which is
I do
so cool. There's talk earlier today, possibly getting him to do this show, which would be a big deal. I love that you work at Steve Madden. I love that you have been in the fashion industry all these years, completely 360 from what your brother did. So many times, people are like, "Oh, I want to be a comic too." So it's like awesome that you just are not interested in that whatsoever.
We both had different creative interests, but we both were drawn to New York City.
Yeah.
We both kind of.
Well, we all grew up around here.
Exactly.
Me too. I mean, you grew up in Union?
New Jersey. Yeah. Union, New Jersey.
Yeah. And I grew up in Edison.
Yeah.
And the plan was always to move to or around New York City. I mean, there was no other plan for clearly you and Artie and me.
I think if you had a creative goal, I mean, we were both creative in very different ways.
Right. Which is so cool. And so.
It's very evident as I'm definitely not a captivating.
Why do you keep saying that? What do you? No, you're a doll. Everybody's loving you. I'm getting the chat room. They're all enjoying you. Why wouldn't they? You're adorable.
Thank you.
You're really sweet and nice. You're a kind person. So let's just talk about it. How is Artie Lang doing? I mean, I know a little, but you tell people.
Artie's okay. He's clean and sober for 6 years now.
Oh, 6 years?
It's got to.
Oh, I didn't realize it was that long.
Years.
Oh, right,
Yeah.
because he had all of COVID to be clean and sober.
Exactly. So
that was
the
helpful.
time goes by. Exactly. The time goes by. He's good. He's laying low. He's kind of trying to just, work on himself, and get his footing back.
Yeah,
He's okay.
Of course.
He'll be back. He'll be back.
Yeah, no, it's great. I know. I think I've spoken about Attell and Russ going out to see him,
Yeah,
and I know you've wanted me to go.
We're gonna go
to
next
take
time.
a walk or something with him.
Yeah.
Obviously, I'd like to see him. Obviously, I also don't want to if he's not ready.
Yeah,
I don't want to do
he
it. But I
does
miss
wanna
him
see
so much
people.
sometimes.
Yeah.
Over the summer. And maybe this is a trigger word for you. I don't know, but I mean, Howard Stern is on vacation,
Mhm.
so I listen to. They play a lot of the old clips.
Yeah, it's the best.
And I mean, your brother is. I'm still laughing out loud at it's an embarrassment. I mean, Howard does make me laugh, although I am a little angry at the way Artie got treated after. But
It's okay. I think
right, it's a
everybody
long time
did what
ago.
yeah.
But God, your brother on that show was just such a game changer, and probably is the reason why Howard is still on the air today, because adding Artie into that mix was just so fun. You know, so many people said he replaced Jackie. He didn't replace Jackie. They
He's a
just
totally
added on a third.
different-
Jackie's a
yeah.
fucking idiot, number one, and he was never a part of it. He was on the show, but you know, he was an idiot. He didn't know what he was doing. I mean, he wasn't a third party. Artie's mic was left on. They added a third person.
I remember when Artie got that gig, I was like, this is going to be the best thing you could ever do for Artie, because him unscripted, he's just great in conversation. You know, he has to be, improv is his thing. So, you know, and we all were just talking even before the show how interesting he is. And he's just like, you get him on a topic and he comes up with these, you know, these stories and information, and it's things that you'd never even, I don't know. He just knows a lot about a lot of things that you wouldn't think he knows a lot about. He knows a lot of details about history.
Well, that's the funny thing too, is that when we were talking about that right on this show, how this show was born, the one that they do goes live from the table. When we were there one day and Artie and I had gotten into some sort of tiff, I don't remember why. Something happened, and I had seen him for the first time when we did the show together with Natterman. Do you remember this, Mike, with the fight with Natterman and Paul Mercurio?
I remember it. I wasn't here for it.
Yeah, no, you heard about it, right? Because it was epic.
What were they fighting over? You don't remember?
Oh, I remember what it was, and I'll tell you in a second. Just because I remember, because it was so stupid.
Yeah.
I think there were like 4 seats, and Paul came on. It's like I don't know, but Natterman wouldn't let him sit down, and Mercurio's crazy, and he like threw the microphone or something. There wasn't enough microphone. It was something stupid like that, and Artie just went off because Paul left, and he just kept talking about how there was no microphone, and he just went with that bit
open fire
for an hour on, you know, Paul McCurry, and then he was doing Chris Rock imitations, like, man, Chris Rock don't have a microphone, or something, whatever he was doing. I was laughing like a hyena.
Yeah.
There's plenty of video and audio of me laughing at everything he says. So I thought when I left that day that maybe I was laughing more because I had felt bad about whatever we were fighting over. I don't even remember. Something happened. And whatever we were fighting over, I thought maybe I was laughing harder, you know, whatever. So anyway, that aired on Sirius Radio a week later, or a month later. And I was listening in my car. We were at the Stress Factory, not with Artie. I was just listening in the car, and I was laughing just as hard when it was playing again. And I realized, okay, so it wasn't just show. He really would make me laugh that hard.
He does. He's like, believe me, even growing up, he was that way with our family at the dinner table. I mean, I was kind of, you know, nobody was safe around him.
right.
Kind of, but he was funny. I think he taught me to appreciate intelligent comedy.
Oh, well, that makes sense. Yeah.
You guys are all, I mean, I don't know. Some people, I don't know if they realize how intelligent you guys, like, comics have to be, like, good comics.
I think you're up. I think you're right. I think a lot of people don't realize that. Yeah.
But it is, I mean, for you guys to be as quick as you are, and you just know.
Well, I don't feel like I'm in that category, but I know that those guys are. I think about it all the time. Like, you know, like people like David Tell and Sarah Silverman, and how, like, you know, I think they were all good in school too. You know, like they didn't.
Artie was not good in school.
No, me neither. So that's the thing. I think, but
David Tell was good in school.
Well, I don't think he was bad in school.
Yeah.
Certainly he got into NYU.
I mean,
so
yeah, you know, for sure.
I got,
especially, if you got into
just I got like an exploratory program somewhere.
In school.
I mean, that's the thing. But they obviously have to be smart, like you say, and, you know, to craft a joke, which I can't do.
The thing is, Artie wasn't good in school, but he also didn't have to try that hard because of how smart he was. Do you know what I'm saying? Like,
I never had that problem too.
Well, I think he was bored.
Well, I was bored too, but not because of intelligence. I was just goddamn bored, and I just wanted to get into comedy or whatever form. I just wanted to get out and get going.
Yeah.
And it was so frustrating to have to be in school, you know.
And when did you meet Art? Where did you meet Art?
Well, like I think it was a Catch a Rising Star in 1996, and I was putting together a show where I was getting all the comics together and we were auditioning people for characters. It was called The Loft, and we were talking about it with Don Jameson the other day because MTV had ripped it off, and he actually worked on the show that they ripped off.
What character was Artie interviewing for? I mean,
well, just like I had people walking through my door. So whoever he was going to be, and then I met him, and he was really funny. But then he got Mad TV, so I hadn't seen him in a long time. But the other thing I was thinking about was there's a legendary thing on YouTube when Artie was doing his podcast with Mario Bosco and me. It was like late at night, and Mario was trying to become a comedian. This I've never laughed harder in my life, and I'm pretty sure it's on YouTube somewhere.
We have to watch it.
Where it's just audio, and he's fucking with Mario. He's just right. And Mario's like, all right, let me hear the joke. And he goes, how you doing? All right, I'm going to stop you right there. You know, and I know what he's doing. And Mario's not getting it. He's like, what I do? No, see, don't start it like to say, hey, how you doing? Right. And he would do this for hours. And then he's like, so he starts the joke, oh, because of my gherkin penis. And he's like, and then he wouldn't, do you remember that? And then he wouldn't laugh. And he's like, wait, where's the rest of the joke? No, that's it. So I'm screaming because I know what Artie's doing, and the fact that he couldn't get it. And he's like, why are you crying? To me. So I was crying, laughing. And I think I was mad at Artie that day again because he didn't start till 3 a.m. Maybe he would keep us waiting there for hours.
It was at Artie's house.
Yeah, it was at the house.
Not at the studio.
No, sometimes we'd sleep there until 3 a.m, wait for it to start. Oh, it was awful. But I mean, how about this guy, right? I'd be sitting there, I'm mad. I got to work the next day.
What was the latest time you
I think, that we started? Yeah. I think at 3.
And how long would you go for?
Till by 5 or 6. The sun was coming up, and I had to go to work.
It's a beautiful place to watch.
Well, that's true. That is true. It's a beautiful in Hoboken, beautiful place to watch the sun come up. But yeah, I was angry. But look at how he is just that talented that I was upset, I was tired, I was angry, and he still made me laugh that hard. The hardest I've ever laughed. Gift. Yeah, he does.
He kind of got away with a lot when he was younger too. When he'd get into trouble, my dad would try to discipline him.
Yeah.
And he would somehow not always, but a lot of the times make him laugh and get out of it.
Of course. Jay says he never mentioned you before because he's a cool, protective brother. He wouldn't mention that. He mentioned Aaron Stern a couple times, and he was very protective. That's true. So like once in a while, but yeah, there were no photos of you or anything. And I know that we would go to that party that Heather Graham used to have all the time. And that's the only time
Nadia
I think Nadia and Heather Graham ran it together.
Yeah.
I always just, because people don't know Nadia, but they know Heather Graham. So that's why I would always say.
Nadia's, not Heather Graham's, but Heather.
Well, I thought they ran it together. I always thought of it as Heather Graham's because
it's actually Nadia.
Boy, was she something else. Well, no, Nadia was great. And it was so funny because it was a very serious party. We've talked about it on this show before. The Wednesday before Thanksgiving, invitation only, the creme de la creme of New York comedy.
Best DJs.
Kind of the way Sarah Silverman's parties are now for the West Coast. And it's all these incredible people, right? Like Diane Keaton and shit like that, right? So this was that. Mm-hmm. And everybody came. Like I remember the Sopranos were there all the time for years, because it was around that time. Because I remember me and Christopher, when Michael Imperioli, we had a makeout contest with like our girlfriends or something.
Yeah.
We could do that too. It was, but anyway, anybody was there. And one of the girls I had bought one time said the reason why the party was good because there were no managers or agents.
No, it's true. And it was all New York City.
It was all New York City. The Beastie Boys were there. And they, what a polite.
With them. They grew up with them
together. Nice
amazing
kids they were, like they were so polite. And again, like
Clooney was there one year.
Yeah, no. Because I remember his wife would come to the bar that I used to go all the time. So they would come down there and they'd see me there. And they're like, what were you doing at the Nadia's bar? I'm like, And
it was fun.
It was the best. And it was the Wednesday night before Thanksgiving all the time. So everybody just had nothing to do the next day.
She's so sweet. She invites me every year.
So sweet. Yeah, that's really nice.
It's fun.
And so that's where I reconnected with Artie at that party. And he's like, Jessica, give me your number. I want to talk to you more about this. And then, because I remember we ran into Darren Aronofsky then.
Do I know him?
And that's how I got into The Wrestler. You don't know him. He's a director. He made The Wrestler and Black Swan and, bunch of stuff. He's pretty popular. So, but yeah, like I'm saying, that's the kind of party it was. You know, it was directors
It
and
was cool.
actors and stuff. Yeah, it was
like,
way cool. And a
super cool
huge
party.
venue at
It was an
Gonzales and
honor.
Gonzales.
Well, it was like Gonzales and Gonzales.
Gonzales
It was
y
like
Gonzales.
that railroaded.
Yeah. You can go from one
restaurant.
side to the other.
It was great. The dance floor.
The dance floor, and I actually danced there multiple times.
I remember it. Like, it was crazy.
But I remember you being there one year, and that's the first time I think we started talking at that party. And you were so pretty. I think I was intimidated, so I had trouble talking. Let alone your Artie sister, so that's tough too.
Oh my God.
But yeah, but we had a nice time.
Yeah,
because you were able to talk to. The only person I couldn't talk to was Heather Graham, because
she is so beautiful.
She was so beautiful. I could not. She was like, "Hey, I saw you last year."
You kind of can't get over her beauty and her skin, and
she's like a porcelain doll.
She actually, I'm big into yoga, and she takes yoga with this guy that I love from LA. You know, he was kind of like a yoga teacher to the celebrities, but she would be in class when he would come to New York, and she would be in class. I've actually been in class in LA with her at the same time.
Have?
She goes a lot. Like, it's funny how I would be with, like, I've just crossed paths with, not that she knows who I am, but like I've crossed paths.
There's somebody that you could tell her who you are, and then she would know right away. Anonymous says, I loved Gonzales y Gonzales. They used to serve us alcohol in high school.
Yeah, I'm sure. I miss Gonzales and Gonzales.
I do too. That was a great place. And after that closed, they just kind of canceled the party.
What is it now? It's not Crate and Barrel. It might be.
I think it is.
I don't think
it's something like that.
The corner.
Yeah.
Gonzales and Gonzales was like in the middle.
No, it was way awesome. Way awesome. Okay. Now we have a lot of time and we have a lot of stuff to get to. Okay. So, I mean, we have time. Okay. And you don't have to go anywhere, right?
No, I have to go nowhere.
All right. So why don't we get to the first set of slides that I have, and then after that, I have a couple of fashion photos.
Oh, okay.
And I want to see if you can guess the designer.
Oh my God.
And they're going to be a little tough. I don't even know.
Photos?
Don't worry about it. I'm gonna tell you in a second.
Are they current? Or are they
many times when we yes, totally current.
Okay.
In June, the Haute Couture.
Oh, good.
Of Paris.
Cool. Yeah. Okay.
In June.
Okay.
And then last year's Paris Fashion Week, because we always show.
If I can decide, if I can guess.
Yeah.
It's 2023.
Oh no,
should we do
that? No,
that?
I already have that.
Oh, I was going to say.
I didn't think about that. I wasn't sure if this was going to be a burden
for you or whatever. Fashion game show for next time.
Yeah, exactly. Well, I love doing this stuff. I did this. I had these girls in who just graduated Villanova last week, and I showed them pictures of the school. Say, what building is this? You know, they just graduated.
They know?
Like, yeah, they did know. But I was like testing them. I'm like, I hope you guys, took advantage of going to a sweet magic school like that. Anyway, so we're going to show these slides, and we do it every week.
Okay.
And we comment on it and just have a good time. And, it doesn't matter if you know anything or not, or whatever. We just try to have fun. But many times, it's Fashion Week somewhere.
Right.
Now, this is a bad... Ironically, you're here when there's no fashion shows going on. The last one was the Paris one. So, but it's funny because normally we love showing fashion.
September.
Right, exactly. No, you have to.
Maybe I could come every New York Fashion Week.
That would be terrific. Just like we have our friend Scotty who comes every Oscars.
Oh. Cool.
So that's a great idea. Let's do that. That's in September?
Yes.
Yeah. Right. Because I remember you'll probably appreciate this because you know the stuff Artie knows. Maybe that's the girl you were talking about. This girl, Trish, she had red hair and she was a fashion person. Well, we used to hang out. And
I remember
one time during Fashion Week, I was with Sarah. She was doing something for Fashion Week. We were in a limo with her and her agent, and we were picking up my friend Trish, who was also doing something for Fashion Week. And you know how the crowds are there in Soho during Fashion Week? It's like it's just what do you call it?
If there's a fashion show,
well, whatever. It's just crowded in cars and beeping, and you're stuck. And I was yelling at her like, Trish, over here. And it reminded me of The Godfather 2, where they're like, it's the only way out tonight, Fredo. It's the only way out. Like. I know you were misled. That's why I was like calling to her like that, like because we were just stuck in traffic. But I always remember because then we went to a restaurant after that, and that's all coming back. And I said to her, I said, we got to remember this because we are in the mecca of the universe tonight. We're in the center of the universe. This is where all of not just fashion, but like in New York City. This is the place to be. We were at the right restaurant at the right time. Some guy used to model underwear. Tyson.
Yeah,
What's his
Tyson.
name?
There was a
Yeah.
couple of people.
Yeah, he was there
but
at the
Tyson,
restaurant, and
yeah.
she was like really thrilled. And
the hot black guy.
yeah, I said the colored guy.
The hot black guy.
No, yeah, he was really hot. But he came over to the table and said hello and everything. It was like really
Cool.
exciting. Yeah. So Fashion Week is so fun. Even if I don't know anything about fashion,
Yeah,
obviously
it
I
is
didn't know
fun.
what to wear. I think I wore a jacket.
And it's just interesting to see everybody, because I have to tell you, I've been a lot of places in the world, a lot of cities, and
You travel all over all the time.
Yeah, New York, the women and the men. I mean, the individual style sensibilities is so interesting and eclectic and just cool.
It's different than say Paris or something like that.
People in Paris are pretty cool. I mean, Paris, Copenhagen, London, but like New York City is still, I don't know, I think like the coolest people.
It is cool, even though I can't. Oh my God, Anonymous said John Oliver talked about Lies Outlives this week. I did not know that. That's fantastic. Lies Outlives is my friend Scotty's Twitter account. And he broke the news that Biden was stepping aside.
Oh my God.
And he's on the show. I mean, we went to college together. I can't tell you how. I don't know, and nobody knows. So the New York Times told the story. My friend at CNN was like, did your friend just break the news? Yeah. And that's where I found that the Queen was dead. He gets, I don't know how he does it. And he's hilarious. He's so gay.
How does he get the information? He's got to reveal it.
And he just worships Liza. And he's just doing, Liza's outlived Joe Biden's run for candidacy. Like, that's the way it works. He's so funny. And I thank you for telling me that, Anonymous. I didn't know that. That's how I learned that Gorbachev died. Okay, Mike, did you play the pre-slide thing?
Okay, so we worked in the regular slides first.
Yeah, regular slides first.
Where are we looking?
You can look over there. I'll look over here. All righty, here we begin today with the running of Kamala Harris and her campaign. I mean, she just looks so adorable. She's so excited that it's funny. Like, I don't know whether that's good or bad for her.
Kamala fan?
I haven't decided yet. But I like her. I mean, I like that she's joyous over this. And that makes, Biden was such a drip.
Yeah, he was.
I mean, it's not his fault. He just, he aged out.
Yeah.
I mean, he really did. I've talked about it on this show and multiple shows. You turn 80, you go this way or this way. And he went that way. And, it was a bummer. And
God bless him for trying.
Yeah. And, we knew there's no way Trump was going to lose the way he was. It was bad. So to see somebody younger and vibrant is entertaining.
Yeah.
And the way the whole thing is entertaining.
I've never seen her.
The what?
It's the most we've ever seen.
And the most we've ever seen her, right. So and maybe there's a reason for that. Yeah. We'll all find that out. But the whole campaign, this is one of the greatest campaigns ever because it's so entertaining. Nobody knows what's going to happen or how it's going to end. But this is very exciting. So anyway, the next one, Mike, please. Right. There's this guy I do not care for. He hates women. I mean, he hates single people. I mean, what an asshole. What a complete asshole. And yet, I feel bad because I think was he in the military, Mike?
Probably.
So then you feel like an asshole hating him. But look at him. Fuck him.
Yeah.
JD.
Yeah, but he seems like the guy that didn't actually do the stuff he was supposed to.
Is that right?
I don't know. He just has that vibe.
Yeah, he does have that vibe. A crappy vibe. He hates women. He hates cats, right? So we all hate him.
Is he not married? He's not married.
No, he's married. He's married to an Indian girl, which probably which probably his campaign is angry about.
Yeah.
Well, what are you going to do?
Her back. That's what he keeps saying.
Right? Right? It's such a joke. What a two-faced bastard. All right, move on, please. Oh, that was when Netanyahu addressed the UN. I saw that whole thing and I loved it. Now, that's not everybody's cup of tea, but I thought it was terrific. We can move on. I just like that they were all clapping. Listen, this is move on right away before everybody gets angry.
I like Wurzel right there, though. She looks just like a confused wizard.
Like a what?
Confused wizard.
Yeah, she does. That's a good. Where'd you come up with that one? A confused wizard. I like that. But then if we go to the next one, I have where he did meet. He made the tour. People were angry, but he's just taking care of some business. But a lot of people have different views. Anyway, go on, Mike. I just wanted to show it because sometimes I never talk about views here usually, but I loved the speech.
They took out how Joe thought they were doing the mirror bit from I Love Lucy. But
are they doing the mirror bit?
Not really.
This is the director of the Secret Service, Kimberly Cheadle. She resigned. And so she should. I mean, I don't know how she expected she was going to last. What a major fuck up. There's people going, don't you see that kid with the gun? He's right there. Right there. It's like, what is it? Eddie Murphy does that. He's like, right there, right over there. What's that from that he does that? The dude's right there. What movie is that, Mike?
I can't remember.
It's not Trading, but it's not Beverly Hills Cop. Is it Coming to America? No.
Sorry, I can't help.
Damn it. Damn it. It's going to come to me later. Somebody else will get me like. Anyway. Oh, no. I know. It was Trading Places. He sees Dan Aykroyd in the other car. That dude right there. Right there. I'm sorry. That reminded me they were showing Anyway, let's go on. I ruined it. How about these assholes? They got this excited. The 2030 Olympics are going to be in Salt Lake City, and they got so thrilled. Look at these assholes. Probably half of them aren't going to be alive. And that's Lindsey Vonn. I hate her, and I don't even know why. I just can't stand her. I think it has something to do with Tiger Woods or something. She's the worst. But look at these idiots. They're so excited. They're not even going to. What are they so excited about? This would be my opposite reaction if I found out the Olympics are in New York City. Everyone knows how much I hate anything that goes on here where I can't drive around. And I know you must feel similar because you drive.
I agree.
And as a car owner, I don't want anything. You don't want anything in Hoboken. You hate that stupid St. Patrick's Day parade that they don't even have on St. Patrick's Day. Any parade that goes through Hoboken, right? You're SantaCon.
Yeah,
tell me you don't.
Worst.
You stay in, right? You're like, I'm not leaving the house. These assholes are there.
The Hoboken Festival, I stay in. I leave town.
Stacy stole Cheadle's Boy Scout shirt. Sorry.
This is such poor seat arrangement.
Yeah, right? And what the hell is that seating arrangement? What, they can't have more comfortable seats?
That's not what I meant. So the woman with half an arm should have been at the end.
Oh my God, she doesn't have an. Oh, right, she's from the Paralympics.
Right. So this one guy here could have done the whole hand.
That's Lindsey Vonn.
Oh, that's why they put her on that side.
Yeah.
One wanted to touch her.
Oh, Anonymous is making fun of the Olympics or blocking my garage. That's all I ever talk about is my garage is right near Trump Tower. So for 4 years, it was a nightmare for me.
No one wanted to touch Lindsey Vonn is what I was getting at, not the
nice
half arm.
Well, she's trying to grab her hand.
Yeah.
That's so embarrassing. Okay. I mean, it's sad, but embarrassing. What's the next one, Mike, please? Right. Did you see the opening ceremony? I actually watched it.
I didn't.
I fast forwarded to a lot of it.
Yeah,
but it was terrific.
I'm sure.
It was great. And that's a real picture of the rings at the Eiffel Tower and the moon. Isn't that great?
So cool.
And it was raining the whole time, but they caught a nice photo. It was a really good ceremony. It was because those opening ceremonies are so dull usually. It was pretty but this was outdoors and they were on the river. They're doing it right. They're having that stupid beach volleyball, which that's all they ever show, but it's right underneath the Eiffel Tower. Mm-hmm. And that's fantastic. They're doing it right. God, they're going to have it here. And it's just, I think they're having it in LA. I think the next Summer Olympics are in LA.
They have to do it.
Good. Have it in LA. Ugh. What's the next one, Mike? Oh, yeah. We talk about Caitlin Clark all the time. Do you know her?
I don't know.
You have to be somewhere?
No, but I think Artie's calling.
No way.
I don't know. Maybe you want to answer the phone?
No, you do it. Because he might not want to talk. You want to put him on the spot.
Yeah. I'm with Dave right now on the podcast. I answered because I didn't know if you wanted to say hello to him.
You
Do you
know,
want to say hi?
it's live on YouTube. You can put it
It's
through
live on YouTube. I need you, R, because I definitely suck. Okay.
No, you don't. You're doing
I'm
a great
definitely
job.
not- I'm definitely.
Well, what does he have to say about Caitlin Clark?
What do you have to say about Caitlin Clark? Is that right?
You can't repeat it?
I'll call you.
Oh.
I'll call you later.
Oh.
I'll call you later.
Tell me I said hi.
Dave said hi. He just hung up already.
All right. Well, that was exciting.
Sorry.
Well,
I thought maybe he wanted
that's
to
why
say
I was
hi.
like, don't. He might not
I
want to
know,
be
I
put on the
thought-
spot.
I
So,
thought he might want to say hi.
well, I thought maybe
Sorry
did you
about
tell him
that,
what you were
guys.
doing? Well, that's
No,
okay.
it was fine.
I do get upset when people take, but that was a quality one.
I would have never picked up the phone.
You saw it on your watch, so
Yeah, I was
yeah.
like, it kept calling, and I was like,
Oh.
I don't know.
No,
I thought
that's all
maybe he
right.
wanted
That's
to-
all right.
Sorry about that.
Anyway, this is this poor girl. I don't know if you heard about her. She plays for now the WNBA. She was big in college. You heard about her?
No.
Oh, she is this phenomenon in women's basketball and was kick-ass in college, and people started going. And now the WNBA is getting all this money and endorsements on TV because of her. And the other teams treat her like shit.
Mm.
Some of her teammates treat her like shit because they're jealous
Yeah, it's awful.
that we've been here forever and now she's coming in, but they're not understanding the bigger picture that it is because of her that they now have
all
a
the
TV
attention-
deal.
Right.
So that's why I like this picture. This is the All-Star game, and it seems like she's getting along with everybody. It made me happy.
She's getting some
This
love.
girl is making me take notice of the WNBA, something I couldn't have cared less about my entire life. And now I'm interested because she's interesting.
Good. Jealousy. is
Jay
awful.
Santiago says, "We love you, Artie."
Yeah.
What's the next one, Mikey?
Takes a second on your end.
Oh, right. This guy, his name is Dylan Cease. He threw a no-hitter.
It's a great.
Last week
No.
for the Padres. If you go to the next one, he threw, I think it's the first no-hitter of the season. I always love that. So like that would be like the worst. Wait, I might get electrocuted. But no-hitters are so fun. I mean, they're so cool, and they're not rare,
amazing.
but yeah, isn't it
It
amazing?
is kind of amazing, though.
And the Padres have only had two. Like the Mets have only had one.
In their whole entire
Yeah.
existence? Wow.
So so it's a big deal, and he did it on the road in Washington D.C. And
it's cool.
I like to put
That's an
notice to it.
amazing thing, a no-hitter.
Yeah. Well, the perfect game is the real amazing
That's
thing, and that's been happening a lot lately. Like last year, I think people were, or 2 years ago, there were like two of them in one season.
Do you like the new Yankees? Like the new Yankee team?
I hate the
Right, the
Yankees.
Yankees.
Everyone knows that. In fact,
Right, sorry.
Anonymous was just
I did
Yanks
not know
beat the
that.
best team in baseball last night, 14-4. Just
Oh.
saying. See.
Just busting your.
Oh, and she was at David Cohn's perfect game. David Cohn's perfect game. I actually played on my birthday. They rebroadcast, and I watched the whole thing on my birthday one year. That was exciting. What's the next one, Mike? This is just the sports area. This is the guy that won the Tour de France. His name is Tajo Praga. I mean, look what an idiot he is. The Tour de France is so stupid. What's the next one, Mike? I think it's a picture of him. I mean, I get that you're like happy, but look at him. What
I
an
get that he's
asshole.
happy.
I don't know. That race is so dumb. What they wear is stupid. Everything about it's stupid. This guy Jay is saying, just hate Artie for all of the Mike Bichetti. Kidding. Learn to love Mike. No, the thing about Mike Bichetti and the brilliance
Love
of Mike Bichetti was that when he had a 3-hour show to do for that DirecTV, the greatest asset, ironically, you could have was a half hour of making fun of Mike Bichetti.
Yeah.
3 hours, 4 days a week, or was it 5? I think it was 4.
It was 4 days a week.
4 days a week for 3 hours, and he would just be able to go. And here's the guy that won the Tour de France yesterday. Mike, your thoughts? And that's a half hour. Yeah, I've often thought of joining the Tour de France. And then he'd be like, Mike, then he'd explain it to him. I mean,
Mike
that
was a
is
good
an
sport, though.
Oh, yeah, totally good sport.
Good sport.
Loved Artie. Loved being on the show. Did you
He would
see?
laugh at himself.
Did you see me and him on Jerry Springer?
No.
I sued Mike Bichetti on Jerry Springer in a courtroom show.
For what?
I don't know. Being an asshole. I don't know. It was hilarious. And then Rachel was
Mike
the
Bichetti
star
is
witness
so
against me. Or maybe Mike was suing me. I can't remember, but it was so funny.
I do love him.
I lost.
He's a good.
Yes. No, he's a wonderful kid. And but he was so funny. But he was huge on that show.
Yeah.
Because again, you're doing 3 hours. You need something.
Yeah.
to help. And
You need someone for Artie.
and I mean, a lot of those clips are on YouTube. The last half hour when the twins would come on and he would just talk.
Remember
And
the twins?
of course, I used to drive them home all the time because they
At
lived
their
in my
aunt's house,
neighborhood.
because
Yeah.
they commuted from Chicago.
Oh, was that what it was? Yeah.
They living at.
Well, I wonder what happened to them.
I know. I don't know. That would
I
be
used to drive them
interesting.
home all the time at night because it
What was
was
their names? Do you
the
remember?
Kavanaugh twins,
It
but I
sounds
don't
like
remember their names. I
the
think
two
the
blonde
Kavanaugh
girls. They were
teams.
cute.
Yeah, so when he beat Dave on Judge Jerry, I felt like we all won too. Shut up, anonymous. What's the next one? Oh yeah, Mike. This is in Bulgaria. There was a fireworks store that exploded.
Oh my God.
The funniest of all explosions is when a fireworks store explodes,
That's crazy.
because they're usually in the middle of nowhere. And I don't know what's funnier than that. So I have gone to get fireworks. If you go to the next picture, I've been going to this place for years out in Pennsylvania called Phantom Fireworks. Right now, it's a dream come true for somebody like me. I don't know what
You like
Artie's.
fireworks?
As a kid, I
Yeah.
did, and so I don't know if Artie was into fireworks too. Like as kids, we used to go to Chinatown and get it from a guy's trunk, and I just always wanted the big ones, but they didn't sell them out of that. They just sold a couple of things we're not allowed to say on the air anymore. But which I always want to go to the store and be like, "Yeah, you got those," and they're like, "Excuse me," because they were a derogatory term for black people. But that's what we thought they were called. I'll never forget this kid. We worked at Rustler's
The
Steakhouse
little
together,
ones, like the-
and he had the accent, and he goes, "Yeah, you got the."
yeah.
It's and he just said to this guy in China, he kept calling them by the name. And even in 1982, I knew that was wrong. It's like I knew it was like, but he didn't. He really. It's like when somebody says, "Yeah, I jewed him down. I jewed down the price," and I'm like, "Yeah, why are you saying it like that? That's not the actual term." But some people think it really is. So they thought this
They don't
little
understand the
firecracker was named.
derogatory.
Yes. Anyway, this story is a dream come true for any little boy my age, that you can buy legal fireworks at this store and they just have it, and it's incredible. So if you go to the next one, Mike, right across the street from there is TNT fireworks. And if you
Competition.
go, there's 4 corners. If you go to the next one, Mike, that's Sky King fireworks.
my
So you never know
God.
which one to go to. I go to Phantom because it looks the most cleanest, and it really is, and I love it in there. But now if you go to the next picture, you'll see that here's the map of 78. They're right over the border, because remember, they were illegal in New Jersey, and they're illegal in Pennsylvania. So they're exactly right over the border of 78. So that's where Phantom Fireworks is. But if you go to the next picture, you can see all 3 of them. So if one blew up, it meant the next ones are definitely going to blow up too. That whole town of Eaton, Pennsylvania would be
Crazy.
destroyed by the fireworks store. Meanwhile,
Spectacular fashion.
you go to that store, you can't go in the store if you live in Pennsylvania.
Why?
I don't know.
Oh.
You can only shop in there if you're out of town.
Show your license.
However, yes.
Oh.
And they take it and they send it through a scanner and all that stuff.
Really?
Yeah. And then when you leave, you can't bring the fireworks out of state.
So I can't even imagine it's that big of a business for those 3 huge stores to stay in business.
Well, on
supply
July
of-
3rd,
Yeah,
they
that's-
make all of their money.
No, but how
but-
much fireworks?
Well, that's the thing. New Year's Eve, people,
I guess, yeah.
people are nuts and they love fireworks. And our friend Marcy, who lives in, look, she's saying it right now. We still have fireworks happening here in Kentucky multiple times a week. She tells me whenever I call her, she lives in Kentucky.
Mhm.
I'm like, what is going on over there? She's like, I told you that we live in Kentucky. There's fireworks every day. Because I'm like, it's August. What's going on over there? It's February. What's going on?
It's a
She's
fun
like,
thing. It's a nice thing, I guess.
I guess, but so these stores stay in business throughout the year. People always need
It's amazing.
celebrations, but yeah, they make all of their money. It's like
In one day.
yeah, like what like the Halloween. Well, the Halloween store makes it in a
Halloween
month. Those
Yeah.
pop-up stores, right? From October 1st to October 31st, if we opened a pop-up Halloween store, we'd make a fortune.
But I also think the Halloween stores, I mean, people have theme parties all the time. And
Right. Well,
I
that's
don't
the
know,
thing.
there's other
That's
things
why I
going
can't
on
believe the
that
one
they need.
closed here.
Yeah.
After a while, I'm like, yeah, they have theme parties, and you're always looking for costumes.
And Halloween people are obsessed.
Yeah,
Like,
they
you
are.
know, like-
So this year's an interesting year because I think Halloween comes on a Thursday, So I will I refuse to acknowledge anyone's party on November 1st. So if they're going to have, if it's on a Thursday and they're having a Halloween party on November 1st, you can go fuck yourself.
Right.
No, you have it the weekend before or
after
else.
November
November 1st.
It's a little anticlimactic.
That's not, it's Thanksgiving already. Come on.
We're moving on to pumpkin spice latte.
Right. But if we were smart, actually, last year, I went to Home Depot by my mom's house to get some bug spray. And I believe they started their Halloween on August 1st. I was there in August. And they started their Halloween division.
Decorations.
Not decorations, like buying stuff on like August 1st.
But it's getting earlier and earlier.
Yeah.
It's like crazy.
People love it though.
I know.
Just like Christmas.
Well,
so
Halloween,
that's the good thing about
earlier.
Christmas is that they can't really start until November 1st.
No, they kind of
I know they do, but really
the stores in
Halloween
September.
takes precedence.
Right.
And then November 1st again, Christmas. And it is kind of exciting. I'm sorry, Mike. Can we move on? Oh, yeah.
Oh.
You hear about the typhoon in the Philippines?
Yes.
Yeah. So this is what happened after. But if you're looking at it in a comedy way that your brother and I look at, if you go to the next one, Mike, that's what it looked like before the typhoon.
Dave, what the hell?
Oh, with that baby?
Yeah.
Hey, that's just a kid. Hey, I can't help that he's naked.
Oh, that was before the typhoon.
This is all. No, this is all before. Exactly.
I got
No,
it.
I can't. Wait, you're really upset about that naked
No,
kid?
but he can get the channel in trouble.
I'm going to get the channel in trouble because there's a kid, a Filipino kid without a. It's not like he's doing it on purpose.
Yeah, but you saw. Jesus.
I thought that was the best picture because I used to walk. I got 100. I got 100 pictures like that
Dave,
at my house.
Look at the little crying girl.
Yeah, but that's before the typhoon.
I know.
If you go to the next one, that's after. Okay, I'll make a case that is bad.
Yeah.
When the truck is in the look, Catalina's like, Mike, please control Dave. She lives in Chile. What's the next one, Mike? You don't like pictures of naked boys. Now, see,
quit saying it.
What? Why can't all these people why can't they help this? I didn't know they were right underneath richness and everything.
Seriously.
See what Aunt Judy's saying? I used to be naked all the time, Mike.
Oh, it's here.
There's photographic evidence. Yes.
Oh.
I love getting naked. Now, not so much. That's my Aunt Judy. Yeah. She's like, oh, yeah, he used to be naked all the time. He used to run around naked all the time around the house and giggling. But until I was 30. That's why it was awkward. Anyway, what's the next one? What is she saying? Of course not.
So it's not okay to do that.
No. Well, now Godzilla's naked.
Yeah, but he's like 50.
Oh, yeah. I thought there was yeah, okay. Anyway, this is in Japan, so it is an event to bring coolness to Tokyo. They just spread water out, but for some reason they invited Godzilla. So I don't know why. I think
no one's cooler than Godzilla.
That's right. So anyway,
I like how she's putting stuff on his tail.
Yeah, I know, how rude. The guy in there is like, hey, it's my costume, you fucking asshole.
Coolness.
Watch the tail. Yeah, as in temperature. Yeah. What's the next one? So I got this for you.
Thank you.
This is Dog Day celebrations, Catalina, in Santiago, Chile. And she doesn't live near that, but they do have Dog Day celebrations.
Ride skateboards.
That's true. I don't know why that is. What's the next picture, Mike? Yeah, it's up. Tailor-made. That's Stacy's dog. Is that Vinny?
That's Luca.
Luca.
Yeah.
Is Vinny still with us?
Luca comes to Whole Foods.
I can't remember which one.
Vinny was first.
Vinny's still okay.
Yeah, he's still there.
So this is Luca, right? Luca comes to Whole Foods. Obviously enjoys himself and shopping.
He's a good dog.
So
and everybody.
I know you like dogs. That's why I had the other picture in. You're welcome. So cute. Anonymous says, "Well, yes." But are you that crazy dog lady that brings all the dog shopping? And
only one. Could you imagine if I took?
You have three, right?
Yeah.
Three. So you have to walk three dogs a day.
I do. Vin's old now. Vin's 14 and a half. He's not much on walking, so we put him in the backyard.
Oh,
so
that's
two.
Nice. Dave could afford Stallone's song, but no Japanese. That's right. What you saw Turbocharge? Yeah, that's from my movie. What's the next one? Oh, yeah. This is this girl, Lindsay Sterling. I've never heard of her before. She's a violinist, but she's like way cool. Yeah. And she does these sold out shows. If you look at the next one,
I want to hear the music.
Yeah, she made this music video.
So cool.
Like she got this girl in the middle to sing for her, kind of like Santana. You know, like he'd
that's
play the
cool.
guitar, but he'd get other
Yeah.
people to sing. She wrote the song and she sings, but then, I mean, how hot is she that she just plays the violin? It's
I
sexy.
just love the whole thing that it's a violin.
Yeah, it's kind of cool. Yeah, so
Bridgerton kind of made the violin sexy.
oh, is that right? I haven't
don't
watched
know.
that show.
Kind of like
Well, you might be right, but what's sexier than that? I used to know a really sexy flautist. She used to run the ice cream truck down on 45th and 5th, but she was a flautist, and she gave me her CD, but she was really sexy. And then we got into a fight one day. I'm like, hey, is everything all right? You seem down. She's like, can't you read? And she's like pointing. There was no chocolate that day, and it put her in an uproar. Like she only had vanilla, so then she was like angry. Yeah. What's the next one? I think the next one is we're coming to the last one. This is the rubber duck race in Britain, in Paddington. It's weird because it's a weird race because if you look at the next picture, it doesn't seem that festive. They just dump them out. Like how is that a race?
And then what do they do? How do they even know who won? Do they all march?
No, they just go. Yeah, exactly.
I mean, I don't know.
It's a stupid idea.
Colors.
Exactly. That would be the goal. I have a red one on my dashboard. Everybody knows that.
A red rubber ducky.
I think that's it, right, Mike?
That's it.
Yeah. Yeah. How about that, huh?
Thanks for putting that picture on my computer.
You what?
What?
Nothing.
No.
Thanks.
No, thank you. He has a picture I don't like. That he puts up.
No. You have a picture. You sent me a picture I don't like. Now it's on my computer.
You're really upset about that kid?
Oh.
I don't know. That didn't seem that. I mean, I thought about it and I was like, well, I mean, that was like one of those things in National Geographic before they played. Oh, get this. I was cleaning out my closet yesterday, right? No, I love it because it's going to be great. And getting rid of all the stuff my cleaning lady is going to organize.
Cleaning lady was going to do. I was going to say
she is going to.
That, yeah.
Mike, did I just see a flashing of that? I thought you were doing the bit. Anyway, so get this. I'm looking through my closet and I see a random high society magazine. I don't know if you remember this magazine. It's like Playboy and Penthouse and stuff like that.
I know.
Yeah, it was like one of those back in the 90s or so, before there was YouPorn and all that stuff. So I'm like, why is this here? Like, why isn't this in my regular, the ones I have stashed away in my closet and why? Yeah, exactly. Articles. Most of the magazines I have means, well, that's the funny thing.
They
Stacey.
are good. I know that.
Most of the magazines I have are usually friends that had articles in the magazine.
Oh, that's cool.
So I actually keep it for that reason because nobody needs those magazines now. Those girls are real, as it turns out.
Probably,
they're easy to find.
They're probably online though too now.
Exactly that too. Well, yeah, something like that. Anyway, I'm opening it up and I'm looking. Why do I have this in a different place? Turns out it's an article on Dave Attell and Insomniac. And the best part is it was written by my best friend from elementary school.
Get out.
I forgot. My friend Lawrence wrote the article on David Tell and the Song, and he's with these girls and he's pretending to have sex with them or whatever and stuff. And it's just so funny that it exists at all.
Yeah. And
I want to show it to Attell, but he'll be upset. Like this kind of stuff makes him upset.
He knows it's out there.
He probably forgot.
Yeah.
So it's around probably 2000 or something like that. It was just maybe I'll scan it and send it around because it's really funny. He looks so cute, but it's just so funny. I forgot it was done by my best friend. It's probably how it happened. He's like, would he be interested in doing, like this? And so how was I not going to keep that?
Yeah, no,
right?
That's a good.
Because Sarah's in either Playboy or Penthouse, where she has a spread like that, not with two other girls, like in an interview.
Oh, cool.
So I was looking. I must have kept that as well.
Cool if Sarah did a Playboy spread.
Right. Well, she did a Maxim one once. But so I keep all of those for obvious reasons.
Yeah, of course.
So,
sentimental reasons.
It's funny that those two, who I've known for so long, just had this trajectory where they but they can't get along. It's just really weird. Anyway, why don't we try? What time is it, Mike?
It's 6:56, but we don't.
Perfect timing. So let's try the game.
Okay.
I have the answers on my sheet that you can't see.
Okay, I can't read it anyway.
So, I have taken this from the haute couture. How do you pronounce it? Haute couture.
Haute couture.
Haute couture, which means it's not.
fashion.
It just means high fashion. It's not
High
called
style.
the Haute Couture fashion show.
Well,
It
there
is, but it's not.
There is two different shows, right? There's ready to wear, which is sportswear. I don't know. They call it ready to wear shows.
Oh, okay.
The ready to wear shows and the couture shows.
So a couture show would be what? You'd have both shows at Paris Fashion Week or New York Fashion Week?
Yes, but at different times.
Right. No.
Yeah.
Different time. But,
Different seasons.
different season. Okay, that's what my question was. Okay, so this
Well, they're
is
different. They're different shows. They're different times of shows. Like there's the couture shows are one at one time of the year, and then
Yeah, no,
another
I got
month,
you.
Like the ready to wear.
Right. No, I just thought maybe when it was the Paris Fashion Week, they had both of them at certain times, at different days.
No.
But you're saying they're different months of the year.
Yeah.
Okay. So this one that I have, the first couple of things, was the end of June in Paris for the fall winter 2024-2025 collection.
Mhm.
So Mike, if you would show slide number 1, see if you can guess
I hope I
the
don't fail.
design. Well, you might, because I don't never heard of any of these things, so I have no idea.
Are they really obscure designers?
I don't know. That's the problem. But then, even if you couldn't guess, what the fuck is this?
know.
That's why I chose the weirdest,
This is a women's show.
I think that's a dude.
It is a dude, but
Well, there's women
they're
and men.
walking on in the women's shows.
Well, that's what they have a lot of men lately, too.
There's a lot of it, like androgynous.
So,
like,
yeah,
clothing
exactly,
lines, you know?
exactly. So, what's the next one, Mike?
Do I wanna
There's
guess?
2 of them, if you can guess. See, what is this
Hmm.
old lady doing here? What
I
happened
know, but it's all
to
the
runway
inclusivity.
shows? It's driving me crazy. I saw a plus size girl.
Yeah,
This,
it's
this
all the
no,
inclusivity.
no,
I think it's cool.
no, it is not.
I do. I
This
think it's
old
cool.
lady should not be on the runway. And what is that? What is
I
that?
don't know who this show
There's
is.
got to be a sensible thing. There's a third. No, that's it. That's it. This show is
Give me the first letter.
A. A-E.
I have no idea.
Okay, well, like I said,
What is it?
I might be wrong. A-E-L-I-S. I know that's not
Like
Elias.
Prada or Miu Miu or like what?
That's
something
why I
that
was.
would know.
I
Gucci.
don't know. That was the fun.
Okay, yeah,
I've
no,
never
I
heard
don't
of these.
Actually, no.
All right, so let's go to the next one.
No.
You can't even. I don't know what.
The views of Dave Juskow, blah 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 blah.
Right. This one and the next one it also starts with an A, A-R-D.
You pulled the most.
Yeah, because that's the only fashion. That's why we have to do this again in September when we have the real ones.
No,
At least
but
this one is.
They all had I mean, like Prada,
This one's called
Dior. all had couture.
Ardazi.
No idea.
Oh, it's not your fault. It's my fault because I don't know what's famous or not. But at least that one is acceptable.
Somewhat.
Yeah. If you go to the next one, now what the fuck is this? I mean, besides the fashion that whether you can guess or not, I mean, what is this? What we talk about this stuff all the time. How is this a fashion show or a fashion statement?
That's for when you get like catapulted to a Velcro wall.
It'll stick.
Yes.
It's a Velcro suit.
This one and the next 2
What
are
shows
something
there?
called Ashi Studio.
No idea.
Ashi. Yeah, what's that? I can't even see that one. It's a say non-black. I mean, what is this? I mean,
All about Sherpa.
does it look comfortable? Yes. Would I want to wear it out?
Is that the
maybe.
same designer?
Yes,
or-
same designer.
Fur and Sherpa shoes are they've been kind of a thing for the past year.
But I mean, but you said the most prolific thing. We go through this all the time, these things,
Yeah.
and we're like, come on, who's wearing this? But you said to me why they do it like this.
It's just like an art form. It's kind of like
That nobody expects them to wear this on
No.
the street.
it's more so just like a brand identity kind of.
How is this a
thing.
brand identity for somebody? What's the next one? The next one is different.
But these designers,
I mean, what the
it is. But if you looked at
What is
Dior,
this?
If you looked at Dior and Gucci and Prada, they're gorgeous. Like,
Well, I'm sure
Like
that's
Meryl
why.
Streep wore Prada, Prada couture at the Oscars.
Well, she has to because she was making a movie called Devil Wears Prada.
Exactly.
Now,
That was the whole
this
thing.
guy, I'd like to see Jessica wear that to dinner. Demand extra. Nice,
And demand
Andrew.
extra cheese.
Yes, everybody knows I have a cheese problem. They never give me cheese. That's hilarious. They never give me Parmesan cheese. I have to, and then when they do it, they're like, does what is it? What'd that say? Does Artie get mad when people call him Arthur too? What does that mean?
I don't know.
I know they're talking about the movie, I guess, but this is Jean-Paul Gaultier.
Oh, Jean-Paul Gaultier.
Okay, I thought I've heard of that one.
Yeah, this is pretty.
I like Gaultier better.
Very
Dick
architectural.
Gaultier.
Very architectural.
All right. Well, the next one is also him.
It's a Johnny Gall original.
I mean, what?
Yeah, the pronunciation.
I mean, what the fuck is
I
this
don't know.
fashion? What is this? And you've heard of this guy,
Of course, Jean-Paul Gaultier.
Jean-Paul Gaultier.
He was around when he was popular.
Jean-Paul Gaultier. Is it a
This looks pretty cool. I mean,
what?
it looks like it's like a outfit from like a Matrix prequel or something. But
No, it looks like somebody who. It looks like J.D.
Or
Vance,
Matrix.
what he makes his wife wear at home. What's the next one? It's the same designer. Right. This one I thought was okay. See, this
is somewhat
is what I want to see in a
understandable.
fashion show. Same guy, Jean-Paul Gaultier.
Sheer with just you want sheer.
Yeah.
With exposure.
I want to see inside.
I want to see
Jean-Paul Gaultier.
the
All right,
veiled-
this next one is nuts, I think. Oh yeah, it's a dude.
Mm.
This designer is called Pete Delaroche.
I have
What?
to help you next
Pete
time.
Delaroche.
that guy's foot is wild.
Yeah, isn't it gross?
Try a ballerina.
Ugh. Why are they having
Like,
dudes
that's
do
it.
this? Well, I'm sorry, I'm too old for this. I can't. It's not right. I was just watching Paulina Periscova post something today, and just of herself, kind of almost naked. And she's
Mhm.
like, "This is the way I look when I'm not made up," and I'm like, we don't like this.
She's still cool.
I know she's still. I've asked her out a couple times
You
on
did?
Instagram. Yeah, she
Ah,
told her to do
ignored
this
you?
show. Totally ignored me,
Aw.
and I know she was looking for guys like me. If she likes Rick Ocasek, I'm perfect for her. Trust me, I'm a step up.
I like her.
Yeah, why is he barefoot? Good question, Anonymous.
She's a ballerina.
The next one, if you've heard of this guy, I have never heard of him. I think he's Japanese. Robert Woon. No.
It's interesting.
Well, it's all right. I mean, this was also we're talking. I mean, what the fuck is this?
I don't know.
What is this?
How did he get down the runway?
How do they even make money off this?
It's like
He's also the next two. I mean, what is this?
These guys look like fancy assassins.
Yeah,
Fancy
right.
assassin.
Oh, that's good. See, he's got all the good.
beekeeper.
That's the good way to say. What's the
It's-
next
Hey,
one?
look at that. That's like
Oh
a
my
G.I. Joe
God.
villain.
Yeah, you're absolutely right.
2 sets of hands. Look at that.
A sexy assassin.
It's like,
Good call.
Crazy.
although this is the same way that a dog costume operates. Just
That a dog costume?
the little fake
Right, I
arms
know
on
what
the
you
side.
mean. Like the real feet are out the bottom.
Do you not
then
notice
his
their hands are
fake
here?
feet, so he looks like he's walking. Or on the side.
I mean, in a Halloween costume?
Yeah.
Have you ever
Oh.
seen dog costumes?
Yeah, like when they have like
I don't know.
the-
You guys both have dogs, so I don't.
what kind of dog do you have, Mike?
I have a pointer mix.
Cute.
It's
That's why he has to go home sometimes to Texas. He's got to take care of the
it's,
little guy.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, here she is.
Now,
Aw.
no, that's not it.
I
No,
know.
this
This
picture I
is
don't
my
like.
dog on a dirty
Oh.
chair that got thrown away.
So cute.
Now, if we go to the next one, now I've heard of these guys before.
Okay. These guys.
Yeah, two guys.
D squared.
No,
Dolce and Gabbana.
no.
No, no, and no. Doesn't
Well,
look like
I'm just
Dolce
saying
and
I've
Gabbana
heard of
anymore.
them, and the first one starts with a V.
Victor and Rolf.
Yes. She does
See, if you
know
could
her
give me,
shit.
if you could give me.
I know.
something-
I'm sorry. I
Victor
just
and
don't
Rolf.
know.
Oh my God, the
What?
box collection.
Mike, what the fuck? Who are these guys? Wait, go back to the other
This
one.
is how you learn about tooth decay.
Damn it. I had something prepared for that too.
That was a good
So we
one.
go back to the other one first. Yeah. All right. Right. Okay. So go back to the next one like you had.
It's all
So,
about
right.
strong
And what
focus.
I had, Mike, was the next one. I had this guy. Yeah. But the tooth decay one is better. Now, Stacey, why? How are they getting away with this?
Well,
What
it's
the
an art form. And
what?
it's
How?
with it. It's expression. It's their creative expression.
What are you guys going to get?
Give it
Well,
all.
obviously, Andrew, September 2nd, our first day back from the summer, of course. Can't wait. Oh, I see what he's making fun that we're doing fashion.
Of
Okay,
course.
that's what it was. I didn't catch it. I'm like,
This
what is he
boring
talking about?
the
This is
shit out of
awesome.
your audience.
How is this boring? Look at this next one.
Yeah, real quick, which makes it more sense of an outfit? This old gold or this?
It's true. It's a good point.
And what's the next one?
Oh my God.
Victor and Rolf. These guys should be arrested.
The hair.
Well, I think this is the one I thought. If you go to the next one, I think I got it right. Oh no, there it is. Right. That I mean, I don't know what the fuck that is, but right. If you go to the next one, I was saying what it looked like. Yeah.
It's the joke.
Yeah, that bottom part, whatever you call that bottom part. If you go back, Mike.
the collar.
Yeah, whatever that's called. What is that called? Like when you wear something like.
The collar.
Oh, that's it.
Yeah, it's like
That's boring.
That ruffled
sorry.
collar.
It is going to be all about collars.
Yeah. What's the next one besides the Joker one? Oh yeah.
Oh my God.
I mean, remember the
Like-
puffy sleeves of the '80s, or the puffy the
It looks
shoulders?
like Willy Wonka's
the shoulder-
secretary.
It doesn't.
What'd you say? Wait, what'd you say, Mike? What'd you say, Mike?
It looks like Willy Wonka's secretary.
What's the next one, Mike? Boom.
Oh.
We were thinking the
The
same
Oompa Loompa.
goddamn thing. We're thinking the same damn thing. A little Violet Beauregard action. Go back to that other one again. I mean, what the hell? What is that? And why am I turned on by it? This is the worst part. Probably because it reminds me
And
of Violet.
the polka dot belt.
Violet, you're turning violet, Violet.
I think it's worth your guys' reaction.
Cool it,
I
Dad.
think next time I'm going to pick the pictures and you could pick the designers.
Well, how
I'll
would
give
that
you
work?
some
then?
things to study.
Okay. Well, next time when you're here in September, everything will be normal.
Okay.
Because then we'll know those designers. We're here for the proper fashion week.
Okay.
After fashion week, you'll come and break it down.
Okay.
And then I'll have the right pictures because certainly I know Dolce and Gabbana. I mean, I wouldn't know them by sight,
Right.
but that'll be the fun. So
well,
I'm sorry.
Dolce & Gabbana will be in Italy, but the
All
New
right,
York
just look.
fashion-
I'm
and-
doing the
sorry,
best I can.
The New
We're gonna
York
bring you
Fashion
back.
Week is for the New York designers. Like
So you don't see Goitier. What?
Goiters like that.
Goiters
They
like
started
this.
iodine.
Oh God, that's so gross.
they start iodizing
I was
salt.
wondering what the name of that was.
He's
That's
got-
right, goiter. It's so gross.
It's good. for
What's the
comedy.
next one? I think that was the end of the. You're right. So that's Victor and Rolf.
Ah,
Who the fuck? What is that? Is that guy looks like the guy who owns the Jets? How are these guys fashion designers? They look horrible. Who wears a baseball cap when you're running a runway show?
in his suit. They do. I mean, whatever. People just have their own.
Didn't you say Steve Madden dresses like that?
No,
No,
Steve dress is cool.
but he wears a baseball
T-shirt.
cap all the
He wears a
time.
baseball cap.
Oh, but he's
he
jacked.
always has a Yankee hat on.
Oh yeah, I hate that.
You hate the Yankees.
Yeah, there's a problem with that. The next one, I believe, is right. Another designer. I think he's
Oh
Japanese.
my God, you guys picked the worst.
Well, I tried to pick things that are hilarious,
I thought-
they are hilarious.
I thought this was Kylo Ren.
but this is that Kylo Ren. Exactly. This guy's name is Yumi Nakasato. Yumi Nakasato. He's the next two also.
How long did it take?
And
you
look
to
at
choose
this.
These photos?
A lot. It was tough,
I was going to
but
say.
it's from the Fashion Week in June that just passed. And look at this next one. This is a mess. How do you explain this?
Oh, this
What?
guy's intestines.
Come on.
This guy's a uterus,
Right.
and this guy is a birth canal.
I mean, come on, Stacy. This is your profession. What is happening here?
It's like an FIT project.
Yeah, right? Exactly. Well, that's the perfect way to
School
put it.
project.
Now
That's
you
what they
just
look like.
explained everything. Maybe they were students. This
looks
next
like
one
normal.
is actually pretty good. I think this guy was okay. This is normal. Do you know this guy? I have a picture of him after this, so let's wait.
Give me the first.
No, I'll wait till you see a picture of him, see if you know. The first
Okay.
initial is a Z.
Okay.
Next one. See, these
Somewhat
are
normal.
good fashion runway shit that you can make first. I think the third one is.
Well, this
good.
is made out of old beer bottles, but
Is that true?
I don't know.
Oh, I can't see.
It looks like it's
Metal.
made out of shards or something.
Oh, you're right. It looks like stained glass
Yeah,
or something.
sharp.
Yeah,
All right,
but at least she's
Mirror.
hot.
Yeah.
What's the last
that's
one?
pretty
there?
cool.
Or the? Oh, that's wait. I think there was one oh no, that's the guy. Right.
Yeah.
I have no idea.
That
who
his
this
name is Zuhar Morad.
No idea.
But at least he looks normal and he made normal pictures, normal outfits. All right.
Normal.
This next one is from Paris Fashion Week
Okay.
2023.
Okay.
Ready?
So maybe I don't know what the fuck.
Okay, hold on.
Hold on, Mike. Hold on. Do not move. She might have it. She might have it.
He's laughing.
This is exciting.
Well, she looks like a Holocaust survivor.
Well, of course, good one. That's the one. That's the one we were waiting for.
Give me the first initial.
N,
I don't know.
as in Nihira.
No, I don't know.
All right. Well, I did the best I
Random.
could. Well, I was taking the funny ones that probably,
sure.
so that's
You
the
could probably
problem.
find funny
All
ones
right,
if
this
you
next
want.
one I think I've heard of before,
my
but that's that
God.
horrible plus size model. Now, she looks okay. I'm just saying the runway's always been for bulimic girls. I don't like the change.
I
when
want
we
hot models back.
when we added
hot
in
models only.
exactly when we added in what's the black girl's name who was so famous in the 80s?
Naomi Campbell.
Yeah. I was like,
She's
all
still-
right.
wait.
Yeah, she still looks terrific.
Sick.
But
She's still
we had
sick.
to be okay with that.
Yeah.
So it's just going to take some time. It's just going to take some time. What? A black woman on the
Naomi
runway?
Campbell literally looks the same exact.
I know she looks terrific.
It's
But
like-
yeah, her and what was it? Her, Cindy
Did you-
Crawford.
Did
and-
you see that Netflix documentary? You should watch
Yeah.
it.
Oh, I started watching it and I got bored.
You did?
Yeah, I think
Big
really
fan.
quickly. That's the one with Cindy Crawford and
Yes. It was just interesting. It was
who
just
else? It's,
interesting to see Linda Evangelista.
no, but she
Christy
wasn't part of Christy Turlington.
Linda
I'm talking
Evangelista
about
was
the-
part of it.
Oh, she was right. And
Yeah. She was a
the
it was the super
the one who married David Copperfield, who's in
I'm trying to think.
the Christmas movie that
That last one reminded me of
Notting Hill did.
that.
Wait, who?
Oh,
Cindy? No, that's you guys are funny.
who's that?
It's Dusty Rhodes.
Dusty Rhodes. Wait,
So it was
Christy.
Cindy, Christy.
She's mentioned throughout the movie
Naomi.
Love Actually. Claudia Schiffer,
oh, Claudia Schiffer.
right?
I don't know that she
Elle
technically-
McPherson, was she one? No,
Elle
she
McPherson
wasn't.
Wasn't a super.
I'm talking about the top 8.
Elle was
The original.
body,
Christy
I
Brinkley
think.
was in that.
Her, the body.
Christy Brinkley. The top 8, the original supermodels. Paulina Poroskova was in it. The original supermodels.
I think the supermodels were considered the ones that were in the video. The what's his name? When they were in the Wham video, and he, oh my God,
the club.
gotta get. I can't think of the name of this.
But
No.
there's 7 supermodels that kind of started the word supermodel.
Mhm.
And that's why I was trying to think. Turlington.
But I think
We
it was
mentioned
only,
that.
it was the girls in the video with
George Michael.
George Michael.
Club Paradise? Was that the
No.
video? Oh, I know what you're
What the
talking
hell's the
about.
name of the song.
Anonymous usually knows. George Michael's Freedom. No, that wasn't. No, that wasn't the
Yeah,
one.
yeah,
Oh, was it?
Yes,
Oh, because that was
Freedom.
after the fact.
because it was Naomi,
Right. It was all those
Christy.
girls, right?
Cindy, Linda, and yeah.
Oh, well, this designer is named Nina Ricci.
Oh, Nina Ricci.
I
yeah.
had a feeling you would know that
Nina
because I
Ricci.
knew that one.
Mhm.
Nina
Nina
Ni-
Ricci.
Ricci. And what's this last one?
Hmm.
Somebody called Lanvin.
Oh, Lamban.
Yeah, no. Lanvin.
Lanvin.
Linda Lanvin.
Not Linda. Not Linda Lavin.
Alice?
It's not Alice.
What's it? Lanvin?
Lanvin.
Lanvin?
That's how you like.
Would you have recognized this?
Mm-mm.
So you knew, but you know the
I know
designer.
Lanvin.
I mean, you know how stupid this is? If the next picture, I think it's the last one, it looks like I'm a big proponent of the Big Bang Theory. So there was one episode where Sheldon was wearing that
How
hat.
did you find the?
I think about it and what occurs to me and it's easy to find.
I mean, seriously, that's why. You're
Yeah.
brilliant. That's what people
Well,
don't realize how brilliant
it's
the comedians are.
It's Gnome
This is-
on the first day of the
You should
podcast.
next time put them side by side.
No, on the first day of the podcast, Gnome, the owner of the Cellar,
Uh-huh.
when we did, him and Colin Quinn were my first guest, and I started doing this. And he goes, Jusko, this is either the stupidest thing or absolutely genius, and I cannot figure out which one it is.
I love it.
Just the stuff we had prepared and the way Mike chimes in too. And that's what we like, people just making fun of the photos. So you did good.
I don't know.
That's it for today. Slide wise. You did great. So, all right. Sorry. I
think.
don't know the designer, so
We're
I
gonna
don't.
have to have like a
I thought you would like the fact that Lanvin or whatever
Yeah.
is incredible to
Lanvin.
me. I mean, I can't believe you you know
Lon-
that, because I was like, well, she's not going to know that. I've never heard of that before. So I just assumed all these are the first one I said was Alias,
No idea.
Aelis. I thought maybe that was Elias.
Yeah.
And then I was thinking because Cher Horowitz in Clueless
Mhm.
is wearing an Elias when she gets mugged. Because he goes, get on the floor. He goes, I can't. Why? This is like totally an Elias. I can't get on the floor. He's like, and I will totally shoot you in the head.
And Elias, I don't know that name at all. And that's what they said in Clueless. They referred to it.
Yeah.
Elijah or
Elias.
Huh.
Some designer. Well, she was wearing Calvin Klein.
Mm-hmm.
And then I think her rap or something was an Elias or something.
Elijah?
No, not Elijah. I would have remembered that. I mean, I know every line from that movie.
I know.
I can't believe you would.
I would never question you. I'm sorry.
No, they're asking, have you seen Clueless?
I've seen Clueless, yeah.
Because I
I'm
might have
Clueless.
kicked you right out of here.
I know.
Just saying.
Oh, it was her skort,
Her what?
Her skirt. Oh my God.
That's what that called?
apparently.
A skirt. It is totally an Elias.
A skirt is a skirt, but a short.
Oh, yeah. She was wearing a really short shirt. Oh, that's right. Right. No, she was wearing the Calvin Klein when she went out with Calvin the first time. With Calvin? Christian. Right. Because she goes, Cher, what is that? It's Calvin Klein. And she's like, it looks like underwear. Put something on. Duh, I was going to. And then she just puts on the wrap. She's wearing the shortest of all short skirts for the gay guy that she didn't know was gay. Spoiler alert. Josh Banks says, I was with Artie outside the Cellar, and David Tell and Jeff Ross walked up to us, and I had a shirt with flowers on it, and Tell asked Artie if I was his gay Make-A-Wish kid.
He had a question for Stacey as well.
Oh, yeah? What is it? Stacey, I know you've worked for some big designers. Who are some of your all-time favorite fashion designers? Great question, Josh.
That's a good question.
Yeah.
I love...
And is she talking into the mic
Bottega
okay
Veneta.
when
Mic
she
okay.
answers this?
That's better.
I love Bottega Veneta.
Huh?
They're one of my
What
favorites.
the hell are you talking about? Get at it.
That's my favorite ice cream.
Bottega Veneta.
Bottega Veneta.
I'm going to have that for dinner tonight.
I love Gucci.
Who?
Gucci.
Oh.
You know Gucci.
Okay, we've all heard of that.
Yes, so Gucci.
Okay.
I just figured I'd...
What makes you like them?
Well, when it all depends on who the design directors are. They come in and the heads of design, they kind of change things up a little bit. And recently the design direction was a little bit more street than it had been in the past. It's
Oh,
kind of just
interesting.
a little bit mixed up, not so, just a little cooler. I don't know how else to say it, but like tracksuits and like not so just normal sportswear. They just had a take.
That was
on
Gucci just did that.
Gucci has really cool. There's a lot of
What do you think about James Holt?
James Holt.
Yeah, I made that up from
How's
Devil
that?
Wears Prada.
James. Oh yeah, the guy. Who she's
Ooh, who made that? Was it something stitching like that? Who made that?
Devil Wears Prada.
You did, huh?
They're having a sequel.
Oh, so
How do you feel about that?
well, I'm all for it.
I-
However, I heard that what's her face isn't going to be in it, which is fine.
Who?
The lead girl.
No, she is. They're all signed.
Oh, Anne Hathaway.
They're all.
I heard
signed
she didn't want to
back
do
up,
it
I think.
because I heard she didn't want to do it. I heard Meryl Streep was doing it, and oh, there it is.
Yeah, sorry, it's the jacket, not the skort.
It's Elijah. That's what I'm
Elijah.
saying. It's Elijah, but Elijah. Yeah, Azadine Elijah. Well, it's Azadine
Yeah.
Elijah.
So you knew that
Elijah.
I was saying it wrong.
Yeah. Oh, so that's who it was.
No, it
Elijah.
wasn't. No, that's why I was looking if it was Elia.
Mhm.
I said Elias. Elia. It is. You don't
I was gonna say
understand.
it's not
This
Elia.
isn't Elia. I will totally shoot you in the face. Yeah, Clueless rules.
Clueless rules.
So I heard that Emily Blunt and Meryl Streep signed up, but Anne Hathaway didn't want to do it.
I think.
And I'm
I
like,
think
wait,
they're all-
you're saying that Emily Blunt, who's a big star, and Anne Hathaway, who's not a star anymore, and Meryl Streep, who's the biggest star ever, signed up, but you're not going to do it.
Meryl Streep.
I
was
think they finally
amazing.
talked to her like, listen, kid,
Yeah.
and you're the
Right.
worst thing in the movie. See, now I thought Anne Hathaway was okay, though. People are dislike Anne Hathaway, obviously. But as long as they don't have an interim plot with her stupid boyfriend, that ruined the whole movie. If you cut all the scenes out with her friends and her boyfriend,
It
you have
would
a
be
perfect movie.
Good.
Yeah. You know that too?
I agree with that.
It was
now that
awful.
you said
Those
that.
friends are so. This Andy hanging around dark corners with some hot guy. I don't know that Andy. Oh,
Yeah.
shut up! It makes me so angry.
Meryl
Ruins the
Streep was so
movie.
good.
Oh my god. Meryl Streep
So
should
was
have
Emily
won the
Blunt.
Oscar. There is no reason. There's many times. Did you ever see my least favorite Meryl Streep movie? Because Julie and Julia. Julie and
yeah.
Julia. That movie sucks. Mostly because of Amy Adams, who I love, but not in this movie.
I love Amy Adams.
I hated her. I wanted a Julia Child movie. I was obsessed with
Yeah.
Julia Child. I thought she was coolest. Loved the fact that she was just badass cool and did all this stuff. So why can't we just have that? Why do we have this annoying girl that I just want to cook everything Julia's cooked? I have to talk about Julia. It drove me nuts. I hated her. So this guy, Richard Roper, who I think you knew through Artie somehow, because Artie and Richard Roper were, I think they were friendly.
The name.
He's a movie reviewer. He took
Yeah.
over for Ebert and Siskel.
Oh, Richard Roper, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like there was a connection
Yeah.
there between you and your brother.
Yes.
So he said once, this was the greatest, when Sandra Bullock won for The Blind Side, which she was terrific. You see that movie?
Yes.
She was great.
And she was great.
And
yes.
And Meryl Streep was up for Julie and Julia, which why would she win for that? But here's what he said, and this is the same thing with The Devil Wears Prada, which of course she should have won. The question was, if when Meryl Streep was 20, if she was 20 years younger, or 10, 15 years younger, could she have played the role that Sandra Bullock played in The Blind Side? And you would instantly say, absolutely. Could Sandra Bullock have ever, in anyone's lifetime, played Julia Child?
No.
No. And there's your answer. The best actress technically should have gone to Meryl Streep. So what I'm saying is, I don't know who she was up for that year. What a performance that is. Even the idea, she's like, I'm gonna, this was her idea. I'm gonna talk low. This is something I'm going to talk about, because it would have been so easy to scream and yell at everybody. So her concept of her knowledge of acting to decide to just be like, and what you don't know is that in 2003, Oscar de la Renta actually did a entire thing of what was it? Cerulean fabric.
Cerulean.
And I mean, she was so amazing. And just, that alone, talking,
amazing.
The low talking and being terrifying. That opening scene, I'm going to be teaching this in class, that it's not a perfect movie. Some of the dialogue is silly, but that one scene where she's talking about Cerulean and, making fun of her. So from a pile of stuff. And it's funny how you think you chose that when really it was made from this people in this room, from a pile of stuff.
That was the best.
It's an amazing monologue. Whoever wrote it, I can't believe it. I think this guy, David Frankel, directed it. But the opening scene of where you don't see her, she comes in and they're all going around and you just see her feet. I mean, that's great. That's when a movie's just going to be fantastic. Just when you're just in for the ride.
So good.
And it's going to be really good. And
that is all.
That's all. No, and what about when she goes like, and you just decided to go out of your closet and wear whatever and hire the fat girl, and she's like, he goes, well, I think that's actually a choice. Oh no, that wasn't a question. Exactly. I mean, it's absolutely
it's a great movie.
Oh, I know it almost line by line, and Anne Hathaway was terrific in it.
She was,
but just the rest
transformed, and even Meryl Streep in her wardrobe.
But how stupid is it? That's why people hate the movie. It's like, well, if she transformed because she got to wear the clothing there, why couldn't the other girls do it? Yeah. Like, so when Tom Brady's wife sees her and goes, she looks good. Well, she does. Like, I'm like, well, why couldn't everybody just go to that closet and wear that stuff? So it's just stupid, but I'm going with it because I don't care. I like the premise that she just has this I'm always going to like a movie where the girl gets the makeover. It's going to work every time for me. And that's why I like the Princess Diaries. Same Anne Hathaway again. Remember, she's in she's just like a lump. And then they make her look real nice. I'm always going to like that. I like everybody likes makeover movies like that. It's Grease all over again. Like, what? Tell me about it. Stud. Oh, Sandy. Daddy. Yeah, rocking and rolling and whatnot. Everybody likes a girl to just come out and just be like, what? And tapping the.
Sandy was cute before. Then she just
Oh,
got
she was
sexy.
so
Then
beautiful.
she just got sexy.
I thought she looked better. Yeah, the other way. Oh, God, was she stunning? That's the only reason I can sit through Xanadu. I mean, that movie stinks. And she is just, you can't take your eyes off her. She's gorgeous.
She was so hot.
So hot. We did that show here at the Cellar. I
You
played
did Grease?
I played Danny. This guy Mateo Lane played Frenchie, and Judy Gold played Rizzo.
I would have loved to seen that.
It was terrific. We actually
the
have the
whole
video.
movie?
Yeah, did the whole thing, sang all the songs, did it right downstairs,
Wow.
right at the Village Underground. Noam played the guitar. We had Colin Smith on the guitar, and then we had we did the musical. It was
Fun.
Dan Natterman. Who was Natterman in that one? I can't remember. Lenny Marcus, of course. He was so angry. Do you know Lenny?
I would love to have seen that.
I have
Can
it.
You do it again?
Well, first of all, it's on my podcast. If you go on Spotify or anything, you can look it up. It's the live production of Grease. I put it all of the audio. But I have the video for all these things. I can put them together. But I wasn't sure how good it was because we're reading off a script. But the audience liked it. So I would only charge $10 for those things. And the audience really liked it. And I'm going to say my singing voice was excellent that day.
I'm sure.
I was able to hit the notes. I got chills, they're multiplying, and I'm losing control. Sometimes I can make it. So
it's good.
Yeah,
because what was the whole song?
Yeah, sang the whole
all
song.
Of it.
Yeah. Then what was the and someday I kiss and wonder why you left me. Oh, Sandy.
You sound like John.
Well, I was trying my best. Anonymous just said I made my day. Oh, and Andrew. You saw the Godfather one? Yeah, we did. Oh, Artie was in the Godfather one.
He was.
Yeah, I did 5 parts. So I used Artie. And we were so excited because we were working with Richard Klein. He played Clemenza.
Yeah, Richard Klein. Cool.
Right. He played Solazzo, and Artie played Clemenza. And he was great.
I want to see all of that.
I have that. It's all on Just Go in the City. If you go down to Spotify, you can hear all the Godfather stuff, and you can see the description so you'll know who's in it to make sure you catch the one with your brother. And yeah, and it was great. And but I do have all the videos of all these. The Cellar always had 3 cameras, so I could edit it together. But like I said, everybody's kind of reading. Shut up, Catalina. She's making fun. She's like, mute the mic while he's singing. So Anonymous said she listened to them all on the podcast. Yeah, they were great. We did Grease. We did The Godfather. Love Actually.
I love that you did that.
Yeah. Well, we like doing musicals. Once I found this guy, Mateo Lane.
Were you Hugh in the Love Actually? Who were you?
No, I let Dan Natterman play that role. He would always play the lead, so he played Michael Corleone because it's so funny, right? He's like, "Well, now wait a minute. Now you said I'm going to be assassinated at this meeting. That doesn't make any sense. Now why would I go to a meeting? I'm going to be assassinated."
That's amazing.
Yeah, he's like Groucho. So yeah, he's funny. So I played. Who did I play, Mike? Who's the from Harry Potter and the guy from Die Hard, the villain,
Alan
Rickman. I played the Alan Rickman. I suppose you have some sort of 6'5" T-shirt wearing boyfriend. You're going to bring with us.
That's a good role for you.
Just double the liquor. It was fun. I only did it because I wanted to say that line. What's the line? When he gives her the card, to continue your emotional education. That's why I did. I couldn't wait to say that line. When he gave him the Joni Mitchell CD where she was going to hang herself. It's like, to continue your emotional education. Yeah, it was really fun. What was the other one? And we did Goodfellas. Yeah. So anyway, we're planning to do Annie. Once we don't know, I don't even know. Once I have my birthday show on the 13th. I don't know if like a tangent about the old-fashioned toilet. That's right. We went off on the tangent with the old-fashioned toilet. He's got one of those pull chains, the bucks and the chain. Yeah. So only because you're a brother. This is something you in your profession should never know all the lines and the
I wish
people,
I could.
but you know them all because your brother
I've heard
forced you
That's all I can
to
hear.
do all this stuff. Exactly. It's so funny.
One time, Colin came to Artie's apartment with me to do an intervention with him to get him to, like,
Colin Quinn.
Colin Quinn. And those two were going to try to get Artie to go somewhere, right? To, like, get better. And those two start doing, they just break into The Godfather and
Yeah,
The
I know.
Goodfellas. I'm like, oh boy.
Well, what I was going to say at the beginning of it, I'd forgotten. I keep talking about how much your mother
Uh-huh.
loves when Artie does that scene from What's Up, Doc.
Oh,
That
What's
makes
Up,
your
Doc?
mother laugh so hard. And see this little blue pill? It's because I have to take the red pill. I take the red pill. And he knows that whole
What's Up, Doc
monologue.
is the best.
And your mom was laughing so hard. I think we were at the hospital with him one time, and she was laughing. He had her going, and it was so cute that he knew the monologue from the judge's monologue from What's Up, Doc.
Scene? That might be one of the.
Well, how? That's what I'm saying. But how?
Ever.
That's that day when I said, "How were Artie and I not going to be friends?"
Yeah.
If he knows that monologue that from a scene no one remembers except me,
So
him, and
good.
you and your mom, that's knowing these monologues from and Artie is also the only other person I know that knows the dialogue from Author,
Barbra
the horrible
Streisand
Al
was in it.
Pacino movie. Barbra Streisand was so gorgeous in that movie and so funny. People don't even know about it.
Oh my God. Bring it back.
Do okay.
That. Maybe do
which oh well
no. Two of
we're planning Annie.
Okay.
No, and Catalina Mateo Lane is going to be Annie. I'm going to be Daddy Warbucks. I've been waiting
Okay.
to wear a skinhead wig my whole life. I'm very excited about it. I was either going to play him or FDR, and I couldn't decide. I used to go as FDR. I was so into Annie as a kid. I used to go as FDR for Halloween, and I'd go around the house and I was like, I've got a new deal for you. The sun will come out tomorrow. I don't know if you know the musical at all, but he sings that all the time. The sun will come out tomorrow. Bet your bottom dollar. FDR's in the musical. So my parents got me a wheelchair for my birthday once so I could go around and do FDR like around the neighborhood. Like, now I've got a new deal. She's like, come in, it's bedtime. And I've got a deal for you that's different. How about bedtime an hour from now? I don't know why I was obsessed with FDR, all from the stupid musical Annie. I am an idiot. I don't even know where to begin.
Did you always love musicals?
Yes.
As a kid, yeah.
My father used to play them all the time. He got us into it. He wasn't gay, although my sister insists he was now, but I don't know. He played them all. We knew everything.
Yeah.
We knew everything. So I used to take musical comedy classes. I know songs no one knows. At my bar mitzvah, and we've talked about this on this show, my father made me sing the song. I don't know where it's from. I had never heard it before, and it was an embarrassment of incredibly embarrassing. Pardon me, miss, but I've never done this with a real live girl.
Your dad made you sing
He
it?
made me sing this particular song, and nobody knows who it's from. The kids loved it because nobody had ever sang at anybody's bar mitzvah before, so they thought it was the greatest. But I was so embarrassed to do the moves. And buckles my knees. So it was so embarrassing. I'm talking about a girl like that. I don't know any, it's just awful. And my nieces and nephew have totally mocked me for it. Like, they're like, and Papa really made Uncle David sing that? Is that why he's kind of weird? They're like, well, it's one of the reasons. Because that's a horrible thing to do to somebody. I mean, meanwhile, like, again, I used to sing my bunkmates to sleep in camp and stuff.
You did?
Yeah, they thought I was the greatest. I mean, that's
you used to sing your bunkmates.
torch song.
Sleep them. What would you sing to them?
Try to remember the
them to
times in September. Yeah. This is from the Fantastics. I think you're like, and they would be like this. Like, Dave, can you sing us a song? I mean, if there's going to be a movie of my life, this is in it, and people aren't going to believe it. No, it won't be a musical. It'll just be like, Dave, do you think, Dave, could you sing us a song so we can go to bed? Sure. People aren't going to believe that. They're not going to believe it. The guys that are there know it happened. But who's going to believe that that's a real thing, that I used to sing them to sleep? In a mountain greenery where God paints the scenery, just two crazy people do. I knew all these songs from my musical comedy class. I love to walk in the rain. Look for me when it's stormy down. So, Aunt Judy, you don't remember it because it was in camp. And then, so I'm telling you, in high school, I was the guy. I was going to, he's going to make it. He's going to make it.
You did.
No, I ended up in gay porn. That's what happens to kids like me. What are you going to do? Oh, this guy's going to make it. He's going to make it. Oh, that's right. A week late. Anyway, we're going to end because I can tell you I've had enough.
I can sit here and listen to you.
But, can you put that in writing?
I will.
Thank you. Anyway, this has been so much fun. You are clearly a joy. The audience loves you. We had so much fun. I'm sorry I didn't get the right
I'm sorry.
things, but it was super fun anyway.
I'm sorry I couldn't.
Yeah, but it was fun making fun of those costumes and everything.
You guys are.
So you work for Steve Madden.
Yes.
Do you have a new line coming out?
Steve Madden Apparel. We have
Can
a new
you
line coming out.
promote it,
all the
please?
time. Promote it. Well,
yeah.
We just opened spring 2025, and yeah, I mean, listen. There's 4 seasons. Where
they're
everywhere. So Steve Madden Apparel is sold in every major department store. A lot of boutiques around the country.
Do you have shows?
We don't have
individual
shows.
No shows?
No shows. But they have, they're in market now, so they sell to Macy's, Bloomingdale's.
But Steve Madden has his own site too, right?
Yes, stevemadden.com.
Right.
Yes.
And you love working there. You're happy there.
Yeah. I love my job.
Yeah, and you get to travel a lot, right?
We travel a lot. Yeah. It's fun. In September, we'll go to shop in Paris.
Yeah, I'll come with you on that. Yeah, sure. I can?
Yeah, we go and we shop. You're going to be bored, but we shop stores for trends.
But that sounds kind of cool.
You can come. You'll entertain us.
Really? No one's ever said, are you people hearing this? Do you hear this?
You'll get tired.
This is respect. This is the kind of respect you people aren't giving me in the chat room. I appreciate that. That would be.
You're more than welcome.
That'd be incredible. Anyway, Stacey, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Okay, so Mike, where are you going to be this week?
Tomorrow night I'll be at Stand Up New York, and Saturday I'll be doing a SummerSlam live stream apparently somewhere. So
SummerSlam live stream. Okay. As for this show and me, next week my guest will be John Vitti from the Boston Globe. Who I've known for many, many years. He's a fun guy. Now, for me, performing-wise, I will be right across the street at the Blue Note, opening for Questlove.
Get out!
On Monday, August 12th.
I want to come to that.
You do?
Yeah, I like Questlove.
And Tuesday, August 13th, as you know, right here, the Village Underground, 6 o'clock show. Here is the lineup so far. Basically, I have everything ready, just waiting on Sarah Silverman to see if it's going to happen. But right now we have Mark Norman, we have Rachel Feinstein, we have Nick Griffin, and we have Caitlin Palufo, who's always terrific. So that is the 13th, my birthday.
Cool.
Big show. Please do. 6 o'clock right at the Underground. I'll also this weekend be at the New York Comedy Club and the Greenwich Village Comedy Club, because these are the places I can get spots to prepare for these other ones. What are you going to do? Other than that, definitely come down to the Comedy Cellar all the time. As you know, there's so many shows a night with incredible comics, that all that we know, all that we've been talking about here, the old and the young and the new kids coming up, like a Caitlin Palufo or a Maddie Weiner.
The best place to see comics.
The best place to see comics. She's exactly right. So otherwise, we'll see you next week at 6 o'clock. Don't forget Just Gown City as well. Join Patreon if you can. And yes, Stacey, thank you so much for joining us today. And we'll see everybody next week on the Comedy Cellar Nightly Show. Good night, everybody.